Okay, have I got to face the other way?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't do this again.
They emailed me.
They emailed you. Have they got your email?
Turn round.
Oh
my
God! I can't believe I'm doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you want, tell the listener what's going on that we've had.
Okay. It's a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Surprise guest. So Joe sat right. Can you sit with your back?
So at the angle of my telly.
Oh my God! How are you feeling? How
am I feeling? I tell you what. I feel like all the stress is gone and now it's risen up again, but it's not quite as high for some reason. Well, it is. It's getting higher. I just don't like this turning round thing. I'm facing. Did you say I'm facing?
I want to see your back. I want to see your back.
See your back.
Okay, come on, right, they're here. Shit!
Oh God.
Okay. Okay.
This is nuts. So I stay facing this way.
Yeah, stay facing that way.
No, I don't like this on the table.
Yeah, let's stay facing that way.
This is stupid.
Stay facing that way.
Oh,
Guest. Can't see you, guest. Don't say anything, guest. Oh
no. I don't want to play anymore. Oh, let me turn around. Say something.
Okay.
What? Okay, what? Can I turn? David, tell me something.
Okay.
Can I turn?
Turn around. Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
That was exciting.
Oh, hello, Kerry.
Hello, David.
How are you?
I'm all right. I fucked up this morning. I got the timings all wrong.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about that. I'm all right. Look at you. We've never had a guest who's wandering around.
Eh? Oh, well, yeah. I'm on the phone. I can move. Look, I could go anywhere.
Yeah.
How are you, Kel? You all right?
I'm all right. How are you, Joe?
Well, I've just had my back to the camera for about 25 minutes. We had this idea.
Oh, that's a bit too long, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's way too long.
It's your fault, to be fair.
It's my fault. I fucked up. I get timings wrong. Every time I agree to do a podcast, I balls it up. Every time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite...
Don't worry.
Well, what?
Don't worry.
At 2 minutes to 9, we had the idea. You know, The Voice.
Yeah, David texted me. It was meant to be like The Voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Did it feel like The Voice? Did it have that
No,
tension?
it was really stressful and horrible because
Oh, mate.
because you just feel really vulnerable. Like you don't know what. And David sort of kept
built it up too much, didn't he?
Well, he made out like I didn't know you and stuff, so it was worse.
Right. So you had a lot of time to stress out.
Because also
too long.
There's a really weird bit there because I didn't recognise you straight away.
Yeah, what was it like when you saw?
Well, because I didn't recognise.
It takes a while, doesn't it?
I didn't recognise Kerry straight away because she's on the phone.
What?
So I was like, well, because you.
What do you mean you didn't recognise
Well,
me
because you were
straight
leaning
away?
forward and you made me forehead in the camera. So, and I was like,
I have got a lot of forehead.
I genuinely went, great. I don't know who they are. Fuck.
Oh, did you?
For a second, because I was like, Kerry just happened to have her head down like that. And I was like,
fuck.
Shit, this is a living nightmare. I
that's
don't know who
even
it is.
better.
And then you looked up and I went,
Joe,
it's
this
Kerry!
is not a living nightmare. This is a minor podcasting sort of hiccup.
I don't have a...
I love it. Oh, hang on. Right, I've got to hang on 1 second. I've got to go to the door.
Yes!
1 sec.
This is wonderful.
Oh, it's okay.
Do you never actually speak to the people that ring on your doorbell?
Who's that? You can go, oh, it's okay, and shut the
And just push them away.
Delivered. I'm having windows delivered. I don't want to go into it, David. It's.
But also, do you not talk to people that come to your door? You said nothing
He's
to them.
gone.
Oh, right.
He played knock and run. He'd fucked off.
I feel like this is the weird... I love the fact this is constantly moving. It's brilliant. It's really...
We do a section, Kerry, called House Snoopers, where we get members of the public to ring in and we look around their house. This feels like House Snoopers.
Oh, it was quite a liberating moment when I realised that Zoom didn't have to be wedded to one spot. You can put it on your phone and move around, get on with your life.
Yeah.
Well, mine's got a little camera thing, so like that moves.
Yeah, there you go.
I did feel sorry for you, because I know you're a mum, Kerry. I thought, I bet you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, look at this stupid fucking podcast.
Well,
The thing is, I mean, I see so little of you both now that these little podcasts, so many like comedy friends, I only see them when I do a podcast. I'm sitting down.
I love the way she did it exactly at the point you said, just fucking sit down. And luckily there was a chair there.
I'm sitting down now. I'm sitting down. I'm committing.
Okay.
I don't see people now unless I do podcasts with them.
Are you not gigging?
I am gigging a bit. I'm touring, so you don't sort of see other circuit.
I saw a really funny bit of yours the other day about pasta shapes, and you shout at your kids saying, "You don't care what shape your chocolate is, do you?"
Yeah,
really made me laugh.
Turned into a parenting lifestyle video as opposed to comedy now.
Oh, it's really funny.
Kerry, I've just suddenly remembered, Joe. We did an episode. One of our first ever episodes was getting. You were on spoons with me when I got sacked.
Oh my God, you were.
Yeah, that was a very strange
This is great.
It was a really weird day. And I remember years later we talked about it, and I was really relieved to discover that you were relieved when it happened because you hated it.
So basically,
can you tell Kerry what we did before?
Right,
Joe?
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Basically, David was talking. Look at you breathing, David.
Oh, I feel really sick. Why is this
well, it was
backfired?
a horrible day.
So David was telling me about basically the first, like, what do you call it, the Maiders month or something? David went through really early on. He just had this month where he got everything he touched. He just sort of got. So it'd be like, yeah, I'm in a film. Yeah, I've got a new sketch show thing, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was doing spoons with you, and he just was like, right, I'm out of my depth. And we were talking about how he basically got fired. We did a day and then got fired, and we were sort of laughing about it. Well, I was, and and then we realised that we knew one of the producers, and we got him on the show to talk about why.
Who was that?
Neil.
Yeah.
And
so I wanted to know how he was feeling when he sacked me and how bad he thought I was.
What did he say?
He was in
Didn't give a shit.
No, he's in hell, actually. He
great.
Oh, that's interesting.
Great.
Kerry's angle was...
Yeah, didn't give a shit. Why would he? It's only David.
Well, no, not that. It's just that I'm very cynical about the culture of TV.
Oh, Neil's lovely. He's a really nice bloke.
Oh, of course Neil's lovely.
I thought it's really interesting to see it from his side, and he was...
Well, I'm glad that he
hate seeing it from Kerry's side.
I just assume all TV execs and producers are just cutthroat. They're just right...
He had to have a couple of drinks before he phoned David. He was like really upset that he...
Good. I'm glad that he went through it.
Hard as nails.
That he was in a moral turmoil about that because it was really rubbish.
Kerry, he said
do the wink.
I feel awful. He said I'd come into a scene and do a line and look over at them and smile.
No, wink. Wink. He said you winked.
I mean, you're a comedy genius. We know that now. But you were very ahead of your time.
Let's all read between the lines.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the world was ready for you at that stage. Is that fair?
Fucking hell.
Because Spoons was a very, very let's look at let's unpack Spoons.
No, you were going to say naturalistic.
Well, not so much naturalistic, but it was very. What year was it? What year did we do Spoons? Like early noughties,
70s. Yeah.
70s.
And it was very it had residue of the 90s. It was all about blokes being disappointed with women.
Yeah. And there's a lot of shitting. I remember there's loads of toilet.
There was loads of shit. A lot of scatological humour.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to Neil and Pete, you know what, a lot of these sketches, you could flip the gender and make it so that the woman is a bit pissed off with the bloke.
I said all that as well,
yeah,
Kerry.
And they were like, no, we just like it like this. We like this slight tone of misogyny. We think it's hilarious. And all the women in it, me and Rosie and Liz and Josie, we're all a bit like, it sticks a bit of bullshit, this kind of blokes are this way,
Rosie
women are that way.
It, wasn't she?
Rosie who?
Hey? Rosie Cavaliero.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
She's great.
Yes.
Right,
So
I'll be honest with you, Kerry.
Yeah,
Genuinely,
You were relieved.
I'd never done anything before. I don't think I'd done anything before.
I hadn't done much, though. That was quite an early gig for me.
Well, I remember you were the one that stuck out for me because you were so... I just thought, oh my God, she's a really funny, good actor. I was like, I'm fucked. No, I really did.
Looks like she needed to hear that
really
at the time. Why didn't you mention that at the time?
Do you know what? There's one sketch we do involving a sofa, and I don't know what you would. I can't remember what it was now. But I just thought, oh, I'd never think of that. Honestly, I felt so uncomfortable that day.
Oh, well, I remember years later when you told me that you were relieved that they let you go, and I was glad because, you know, those stories are horrible. I mean, they happen. That's what I mean about being a cynic about telly. They happen a lot. Like when people just...
Do you reckon they happen a lot?
I have got a few stories. A friend of mine, I won't go into the details of it because it's, you know, quite a high profile show. But anyway, he did it for he was, you know, the famous Apocalypse Now story. Who's the actor that had Martin Sheen's part and then he got...
Oh, yeah.
Harvey Keitel, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe,
That is the ultimate fucking actor's nightmare. To be on a shoot and be 3 weeks into filming and then politely or not politely
Back to the Future, wasn't
Back
it?
to the Future,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like nightmare stories. And a friend of mine had exactly that. He was playing a lead and then they just sort of said, this isn't working. And it's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, I feel like the thing we're missing here is asking the question, did the other performers think, oh my God, who is this?
I didn't think that of you at all. I didn't.
She's a
I didn't think that at all. I thought we were all having a lovely day. Maybe I was just a bit overexcited.
Oh my God.
I love the fact that
there was no point where I thought, oh, this guy's not, you know, cutting it at all. I just thought we were all rehearsing and bonding and dicking about.
With those things as well, though, like not saying David wasn't, but I always think you're so wrapped up in what you're doing as well, though, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, you think everyone else is sort of watching you.
Yeah, but if someone's being a prat, you know, you do go, what?
You weren't being a prat.
Okay.
We did wink at the producers every time we did a scene, which I think we should all say.
I think he said I kept doing sort of Rick Mail impressions.
I don't remember that. But sometimes it's like when you have, like, when you think you've had a bad gig and then you didn't. Yeah. Like, you've had an all right gig, but you're like, I died. And you're like, you didn't die. You just didn't, you know, you didn't blow the roof off.
We got there in the end.
We got there. But it all worked out, David, didn't it? So it's all right.
Yeah.
We've got to have our war stories, our actors' stories.
This spoons thing I love the fact it's popped up over like a 21-month podcast. It's like every few months there's another little spoons. We're talking about spoons.
You need to get like all the other Spoons cast members on, don't you? What about Rob Rouse?
Oh, Rob Rouse. Oh,
Get Rob on and get Kevin Bishop on.
No, Kevin took my part.
Oh, so Kevin replaced you?
Yeah,
did he?
I think so. Or Simon Farnaby, one of the two. Yeah.
No, I think Simon was on board right early. I haven't seen Simon since we did Spoons. I mean, I've seen him on the telly box, but I haven't seen him in real life.
We did. Last time I saw you, I can't remember because you're obviously we all did Afterlife, but your character sort of just wasn't with the gang, was it?
No, I never saw. I only saw you like briefly, didn't I?
So yeah, I remember seeing you out. Oh God, I remember outside in Soho. I think it was the last time I saw you outside, like the read-through for like the first series. I think that was the last.
Oh wow, gosh, that's going back.
I think that's the last time.
Did you really not see anyone, Kerry, on that show?
I thought I saw you. Like I thought we were like. You know when we did the fairground day, didn't I see you on that day when it was tipping it down with rain? And I'd been in, and then you came in, and we were sort of ships.
Like for about a minute or something. Yeah,
the rain was awful. I saw David because he was there. I remember seeing you on the fairground days.
Yeah. I never felt like you were part of the show, Kerry.
No, because I was dead. That's what playing someone who's dead can do for a bonding experience.
Yeah.
Do you know Anna Crilly in a pilot once played someone in a coma?
Oh, really?
And her character stayed in a coma for like the whole 30-minute thing, which I think is the weirdest. I think the idea is if it went from further than a pilot should wake up at some point, and her character might wake up, but essentially she just.
Oh, that's her face, isn't it?
That's her face.
when Ricky first said what he wanted to do with Afterlife and did I want to play dead wife, I did sort of momentarily, I just sort of thought he meant that. Like
Who better to play her than...
But I remember years ago playing, I have played a dead person before, but literally a corpse. So I kind of... Oh. That's where I mentally went in my head. I just thought he literally play dead.
If you play the corpse, is that being an extra? Is that being an extra?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
When I first left college, I did like student films. I can't remember what film school it was. There's film school where they just let actors be, bits and pieces. Because you're trying to build a show reel, aren't you? So you want little bits of footage. And I remember...
did you put that in?
I don't think I did. No. I remember it was really hard. It's really hard to be still.
Yeah.
It's not easy just lying still.
Well, it's not the trickiest thing in the world.
You look to turn your back to the camera for 30 minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That is true.
You lie still for like a whole day's filming.
Piece of piss for me.
Yeah. Kerry, can I ask a little question? You're on tour now. How much has Afterlife boosted your numbers?
Oh, definitely.
Both figures and cash.
Oh, that's really interesting, really.
Oh, I definitely think Afterlife... I'd be curious to do a little clipboard market research as they're leaving and go, are you here because of Afterlife?
Yeah.
Because of something. But you always wonder, don't you? But I do think because it's been such a massive hit, I definitely think it's made a difference to my sales, yeah.
And it's always interesting when you do something like acting and then they go and see you stand up because you're nothing like...
Yeah.
You're quite angry on stage. But then
because of Taskmaster and panel shows and things like that.
As well, yeah. I remember, going back to Spoons, I remember, I don't know if I'd met you, but I'd seen Spoons and then I saw you in Edinburgh and I couldn't get my head round that was the lady from Spoons.
You're joking.
No, I tell you, because I remember I saw you. You did a double act with was it
David? Yeah, my mate David.
Yeah, and I just remember thinking she's in Spoons.
Who did you do a double act with?
I did. An old mate of mine, David Pusey. We went to college together, and we did. He helped me co-write like loads of bits and pieces early on, and we did a sketch show up called Godliman and Lane.
Oh, man,
right.
I was like, she's been in Spoons.
We've been thinking about it a long time, haven't we?
Yeah.
She's still doing the police. The police
Private
drama?
Detective, Whitstable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about to come out, actually. There's one of those.
Right, I've got to talk to you about this.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I missed you. You cut out a bit when I...
a programme on Acorn TV called Whitstable Pearl, and I play Pearl, who is a private detective, sort of woman in a bobble hat being quite nosy down on the Kent coast. Oh. Have you seen it, David?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Well, I was watching it going... Because I watch it for the acting side. Because I'm going, there's Kerry, what's she doing?
That's exactly how you want someone to watch you.
How's she doing that? You're on a boat, and I think there was a corpse in the sea.
That's right.
But this is a show. This is your head. You're at the front of the show. How nervous were you? I know I keep going on about nerves, but how nervous were you walking onto that show?
I was just over the moon excited to be there. I wasn't nervous, I was just happy.
Did you audition for it?
We shot that in the first or second lockdown. It was like right in the middle of that 2020 pandemic-y time. I was just happy to be working.
But how did you audition for it?
No.
Okay. So I didn't audition for something this year, and that gave me more nerves because I thought they were going to see what I did on set and go, "What the fuck is he doing?"
I blame Spoons. This all goes back to Spoons, doesn't it?
It does, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh God! See what I mean? These stories they can change lives.
Yeah, but I think you need it. I need it.
No, would you say let's therapy you? So would you say that experience made you more kind of inclined to make your own work and do your own character work? Yeah. So you're now like mentally, you're like, right, I make my own work. I don't audition for other people's work.
No, because I feel like people will be laughing at me and want to sack me.
Bloody hell.
I love that you've come on. We've done 300
Bloody hell.
episodes and David just opens up to you like that.
Well, we go a long way back, and I was at that very seminal moment
Wow.
when he had a breakdown on spoons.
What else can we find
So
out?
I was watching you on Whitstable Pearl,
Yeah, I'm over the moon that you watched that.
thinking how do you know what to do? No,
Well, the
I don't
words are given to
understand.
her and the actions.
Yeah, I know, but you've still
It's
got.
honestly, listen, mate.
Are you just
compared
bringing
to people-
yourself to the part, and that's?
Well, how sincere do you want this conversation about the craft of acting to be? Are we
Very.
going to have a proper conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a proper audience here, Kerry. Don't worry about that.
Look, it's boring. But actors talking about the process of acting is boring, isn't it? It's boring.
No, not for me.
Yeah,
So I
but
don't know
we're
how
thinking
you
of the
do it.
I
audience,
went
me
to
and
drama
Kerry.
school and spent 3 years unpicking all that
Did you
stuff.
go to drama school?
I was a camel for a whole term.
What's drama school like?
off.
Do you come out of it going,
I loved it. I was a camel for a whole term.
oh, you see that as a positive?
I had a lovely time. You
But
talk about
Kerry,
characters,
you're not answering that when you're given
loved it.
that script. Right, number one, I'll be going, where's the joke? But then I go, okay, there are no jokes. So how am I supposed to look at the sea? How do I walk along the boat? How do you
You just
do it?
play each moment as if it was real. You commit
Gotcha.
fully to,
Thank you.
I'm on a boat. There's a corpse. What would I do?
Yeah, but
with
you're
that?
Whitstable Pearl. Who's
I'm
Whitstable
Whitstable
Pearl?
Pearl.
I don't think you gave Whitstable Pearl any thought.
No, I did. I gave lots of thought.
Don't make her lose the fucking job.
Yeah, don't sabotage my career just 'cause you
Bring everyone else down because you got sacked from Spoons. Payback time. I'm going to get Kerry fired.
Did you have any moment on set where you were going, oh shit, I don't know what to do here, and oh god,
No. But
me.
I have had that on other sets though. I don't have it on that one.
Oh.
I've had it. Yeah, I've had it on other jobs. That job is lovely, and I feel like I'm in my comfort zone.
Oh, that must be
Maybe
nice.
that's why I got the job.
You got another series coming.
Say that again.
You got another series coming.
I don't know. There's season 2's coming out in November, and then if that goes well, then there might.
Would it be nice if this was one of those jobs where you go, it's like an 11-year job? You're like,
Yeah,
oh.
I mean, I'd be over the moon if that just was an annual number for me.
Because when I spoke about this with David, when I did Him and Her, it's like the first job I did.
I did that. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. You were horrible in it, weren't you? You was horrible.
You were great
You
in
were
it,
really
Derek.
good. Yeah.
And you came back to Derek going, fucking hell, you've really got to learn your lines, you know.
Yeah. Fucking hell, you
Yeah,
did.
it was a bit looser on Derek. Wasn't
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The Him and Her was that was the first. Anyway, I remember because I was really skint. It was like all I've got to do is get to June, and I've got work. And then when that ended, I was like, oh god. Oh no, there's no June. There's no June.
How long's the shoot for Whitstable Pearl?
3 months, 12-week shoot. Yeah, and
Where
it's
is
pretty full
it?
on. I am in a lot of it. Well, season 1 we shot it pretty much all in Whitstable in lockdown.
I love Whitstable.
Whitstable's lovely. And then season 2, it's all over Kent actually. It's sort of they dot all over the place. It's a really nice job.
Joe's from Kent, so he's up for this.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you from, Joe?
A place called Kemsing, which is sort of the London side of
I
Kent.
went on my PGL to Kemsing Moat.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's a PGL?
What's it stand for? It's when kids like do abseiling and canoeing.
Oh,
and all that.
okay, cool, yeah. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, yeah. When I was about 11, I went there.
So it's the other side of Kent. Like I love all down by the coast and everything down there, and Camber
it's
Sands
gorgeous.
and all down there. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Do you stay
I like
down?
Peel and Broadstairs and all that.
You
It's
can't.
a
You don't
nice-
come back to London in the evening.
Yeah, no, I do because
Do you?
you know family and that. But
Wow,
the first
every night?
one, no, not every night.
I
No,
was gonna say,
but
yeah.
like weekends.
Yeah, weekends,
It
yeah.
really varies because sometimes, like, if we were in Sevenoaks, I'd come home.
Yeah.
But if we were like in Margate, then I'd stay down. So it was all over the place. It was sort of quite.
God. I love the
Yeah.
I love the idea of having a job in a really nice
Joe's
place.
always got his eye on the per diems. Is it per diems?
Oh no, per diems, but
yeah.
Per diems.
best bit of the
If
job.
if it goes again, it'd be brilliant if you could be in it. That'd be
Please, I could start my mum's. Oh, that would be good.
can I be in
Saving
it?
the old per
Yeah, you can
diems.
be. But David, don't wink at the camera at the end of a line.
Just don't piss off the producers early doors.
Oh, flipping out. So you're touring, Kerry?
I'm touring now, yeah, but that ends really soon. And
how's it been? Because you and I were talking about how when you go off to tour, you start crying.
I have had a few.
Sorry.
There are a lot of ups and downs, aren't there? I've mostly enjoyed it. I think I can feel that I'm coming to the end.
How many have you done?
Well, I wrote this show before COVID, so we'd done about 3 gigs, then everything shut down.
Oh, fun.
Then it went back in. You know, it was such a funny old time, wasn't it? And then when it went back in, I did a block, then I had a break, then I did another block. So it's been sort of broken up over the last 2 odd years.
What sort of venues are you doing?
Art centres, little theatres. I did the Birmingham Old Rep last week.
How many? Yes, have a look at that.
That's 300 or 400 seater. There's sort of three-ish 100 seaters, 400 seaters.
What are you doing in London? What's the one you're doing in London?
I did it already. It's gone. Bloomsbury Theatre.
I love Bloomsbury.
Yeah, really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was actually. It was
What's
lovely.
it called? The Old Rep Theatre. Oh, that does look nice.
Yeah.
Have you
really
nailed
lovely.
it? Has every evening gone well?
There was... yeah, mostly. They have gone quite well, mostly. Sometimes you have a sort of... Sometimes, like, I always think Birmingham... Because I did Birmingham on the last block and then I went back. So I did the Glees and then I went back. But they're always really up for it. I always find Birmingham to be...
Really?
Like, they're really on for it, aren't they? It's a great city to do comedy in.
Really?
I did the Glee. I did the back room of the Glee, but that was really lovely.
Yeah, really lovely.
Yeah.
The Birmingham Glee Club is the best one of the Glees, isn't it?
It's really lovely, yeah. Really nice.
Cardiff used to be nice and then went a bit shit.
I haven't been to Cardiff for ages. Nottingham, I did Nottingham on the tour as well. That was nice.
Do you ever support?
Yeah, Jake Lambert, who's wonderful.
Oh,
he's lovely.
I love
he's
Jake.
amazing.
He's really good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really good. And he's been on this tour with me and my last tour, actually. So I've been with Jake a long time.
He's a funny boy.
great.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's great.
So what are you doing now, Kerry?
What, now, literally, or
Do you know what?
work-wise?
I would like to know what you do.
What, on my
Just day
days
in,
when I'm
day
not
out.
working?
What's happening today? Talk us through today.
Well, today, do you know what? I've got a day off. I have got a day off today. I was working yesterday. I was narrating, doing a podcast narration thing. And then I did a charity gig last night at the store. So I saw Susie Ruffle. She was hosting a charity gig, which was really great. And then I'm going to the theatre tonight to see Totoro.
We don't. This is
What,
where
Studio Ghibli?
The Studio Ghibli, they've made the RSC are doing a musical.
Oh, wow. That'd be amazing.
I know, I'm really excited. So I'm going to see that tonight with the family.
Oh.
And this week's quite a quiet week, actually. And I've got a tour show on Friday. I'm up in Warrington Friday night.
Are you doing the... sorry, Joe. Have you got to go soon?
no, it's Kerry. I'm going to be late because it's Kerry.
Yeah!
Hello, Chatter Biscuits and Chatter Biscuits with nuts, etc. If you're enjoying this podcast, you need to get on our Patreon. You will get early access to ad-free episodes. There'll be videos and behind-the-scenes sneaky pics. It's basically a place where we all hang out together. And also, you'll be given instant access to our Discord community, which is a friendly place where Chatter Biscuits share stuff and talk to one another. It's like a nice Twitter, basically. So just go to patreon.com/chatterbix. Also, Patreon is also an app you can download onto your phone. All for the price of a coffee. Once a month, you pay a few quid, and you become a VIP Chatter Biscuit. That's what you like. Sign up at patreon.com/chatterbix. The link is in the description of this episode. There, done. Do you know what? There's over 1,000. We've got over 1,000 patrons at the moment.
Patreon, give it to me. Patreon, I need it, girl. Patreon, give it to me. Patreon, I need it, girl.
Are you doing the clubs as well, Kerry?
Not so much, no, not loads. But I tell you what, I've kind of realised that now I'm coming to the end of this tour. I mean, you've all been there. I've got to write new jokes, so I am going to have to just go back to the clubs. There's a cycle, isn't there, with stand-up? And you go like round and round, and then you kind of start back at the bottom. It's quite,
How do you write? How would you go about with new stuff then? So you've just killed all.
Well, I have a breakdown. I have a lot of like upset and a lot of like stress, and then I sort of pull it all together into one document and try and put in new material nights and just sort of plough through it.
Do you absolutely get rid of all the old stuff, or do you?
No, they're old. I do not dump completely. I was doing a corporate gig the other night that wasn't easy. I was doing construction awards, which was loads of builders.
Sounds easy.
I went into the canon of old shit.
Are you really? How many people? How big was that night?
It was about 700 people.
Fuck off. Can't
Honestly,
do corporates. I've never done them. Can't do them.
They are tricky.
But yeah. I remember because I'm obviously friends with Zoe Lyons, and I've crossed paths with her.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and it's so funny though because like I've called her at some prime moments where she's just like done a corporate.
Yeah.
That's been like horrendous, and I don't find anything as funny as her after a corporate that's gone badly.
Comedians just love talking to other comedians about shit gigs.
But corporates are a different level of shit, though, aren't they?
Yeah. But they're like, tell me all about.
Yeah, that's what I do with Zoe. I go, no, don't tell me. Look, tell me what you felt when you walked in. What's the venue? How disinterested were you? When did you know it was going to be shit? And she's
when you do like the corporate, Kerry.
Yeah.
Are you running the whole night, or are you just on for 20 minutes?
Well, if you're lucky, it's 10 to 12 minutes or possibly 11 minutes and a half.
It's a piece of piss, isn't it?
It's really quick. So you do a short set,
and then you host.
And then you host.
That's the bit. Then
you're on script. So my feeling is, I think the client's always a bit like, feel free to banter. Give Tony a bit of a ribbon. And you're like, I will not be talking to Tony.
But the hosting thing just sounds horrendous. So you go.
No, the hosting bit, actually, I don't mind because you're on script, you're on an auto cue, and then you're just giving out awards.
How long does that go on for, though?
Sometimes it can be long. Like if there's 20, 30 awards, that can be over an hour.
And you literally just going, and the winner is kind of thing.
No, you're going, right. The next nomination is the. I did the Pitched Roof Awards a couple of years ago. So
that is a joke, right? That's a joke.
That was the most niche award. I'm doing the parking awards.
You're doing
I'm
the
doing
what?
Parking.
Parking. Who parks the best? What do you mean?
It's not the parkers, it's the parking facilities.
Fuck me.
It's a whole world out there, guys. And there's a whole world. Didn't Ian Cognito used to have a lovely joke about sausages winning awards, but he'd never won any awards.
I'm looking at pitch roofs and wondering how that can have an award.
Yeah, there's loads of pitched roofs, and it was like, no flat roofs welcome here. Thank you. It's pitched roofs only.
Do you write a little bit like that?
Not really, no. I mean, I occasionally sort of go, look, I don't know why I've been booked because I don't know anything about pitched roofs. Anyway, pasta shakes, let's crack on.
Sean Locke told me that he loved doing corporates because he'd write a 10-minute. It'd make him. Sean Locke said that he loves doing corporates because he'd write 10 minutes specifically about a subject.
Some people do that. Zoe, I think Zoe's a bit more inclined to do that. I go more down the road of, look, what do we have in common rather than what makes us different? So I'm like, look, we've all had to put shoes on. Let's talk about shoes.
That's nice.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can't write a bespoke set like every week about parking and pitched roofs and pipes.
Can you not?
AGMs.
Well, that's not the Kerry I know.
I might there's always a lot of acronyms. So if you write me a joke about acronyms, and then I've got a joke. There's always so many acronyms in the corporate world.
But someone told me I'll say the name. No, should I say the name? No, there's nothing given up. Miles Jupp told me he just pays James Kettle like.
Oh yeah, James writes a lot with him, doesn't he?
He just literally. I love Miles. He just basically and he just turned like Kettle just hands him like some jokes, and he'll just do.
Yeah, but they've worked
lovely?
together as a sort of partnership for years.
Years,
Haven't they?
but isn't that lovely? Like just just go. Someone's
that's
just
like that's the same as Elton John and that bloke who writes the lyrics.
Bernie.
Bernie
Bernie Taupin.
But Bernie Eccles, that's a perfect
Bernie
union, isn't it?
Eccles.
It's like you do the music, I'll do the words.
Fuck, I think that
I'd love that.
I would
love to have someone just to write me jokes.
Oh, I know. I'll write them.
Elbows,
I'll write
and
them, and you do them. I want to be the one writing them. I think that's the best.
Will you write? I want to be the one performing them.
I'll write them, and you do them, and then we'll split it.
Yes,
Do you know, I'm
John,
not even joking. I'll be Bernie. I'll be John. I'll get the cape on. Oh, I genuinely love that. I go there.
Yeah, that's a great job.
Yeah,
because then you can see it fly, and you haven't got.
And
to
I
go
don't
through
leave the
pressure.
house. I just fucking had it go. I wouldn't even ask you how it went.
I'm like, if a joke doesn't work, I'm like, well, I didn't write it. It's I'll just do another one.
Oh, that's perfect, because I just think, I don't have to face the embarrassment.
Do you know what's happening now as I get older? I quite enjoy the embarrassment. I'm getting into it. That sort of weird awkwardness. Then. Well, it's just like that awkwardness isn't that bad. I used to sort of think it was the worst feeling, and now I'm like, oh, it's quite an interesting feeling. I'm open to it.
God, I'm going the other way.
Really?
Yeah. I was laying in bed last night thinking about going, what's it like to go on stage facing the audience again? Oh, my God.
So are you gigging? Where are you at with stand-up at the moment? Are you gigging now?
I haven't done it for 3 years.
Because you've been making your film and just doing other projects?
Yeah, and now the further I get away from it, I'm like, I can't. The idea of walking up and looking at everyone and, oh, my God.
Also, you've moved quite far away now, haven't you? So coming up to
exactly.
gigs,
that makes it hard.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I live in London, so popping out to do a gig isn't like that big a deal.
Yeah, back by half nine.
We've down here, we've got Tom Parry, Spencer Jones, Will Adamsdale, Mike Wozniak and me. That's not a bad night, is it?
That's a circuit. You could put a night
super
together.
little night. Yeah.
That's a lovely night.
It's a lovely night.
Where are you now, Devon?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's really far.
Oh, you know this area, don't you?
Vaguely. I know Lee and Greta, but I haven't seen them for ages. I'm going to come down and visit you all.
Well, you keep saying that.
I know I do. But then there was a pandemic and it all went tits up. I'm going to come down.
Well, come down then.
I'm going to. How are the kids as well? Are they enjoying the countryside?
Yeah, loving it. Yeah, really.
I bet it's idyllic, isn't it? I bet it's an absolute...
but you're not interested, are you?
I am. I always threaten to leave London, and then I just bottle it. And
what about Brighton? You got family in Brighton, haven't you?
I've got a lot of friends and family down in Brighton. I think if I was to leave London, it would be Brighton because that's.
I walked down the one you told me your family on, and every time I think of you, I try and work out which house it might be that you have family. Can I, if you bleep it out?
Well, you couldn't stop that now because my mum sold that flat years ago.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've been doing it.
I'll bleep it out.
They're going, I wonder which one Kerry's mum.
It was a lovely flat, that, but my mum had to sell it.
It's a great road, that. It's one of my favourite roads.
Yeah, but I've still got mates down there. I've got mates in Patcham and friends in Hurstpierre Point. And
it's lovely. It's lovely down there, yeah.
I do love it down there, yeah. Jen loves it, didn't she? Jen Brister.
Yeah, and Susie's down here now.
Yeah,
Susie
she was saying last night she's found a place now.
Yeah, she was buying off Petra's, my other half's friend, and it all fell through.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit of a nightmare. But she's she's here now. But she's. I can't believe we're telling everyone where everyone lives. But
no, you'll have to cut some of this out.
Yeah, but she's essentially back. Yeah, she's here now. Basically, yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's good.
I think one day I'll get down there. Right, can you... I don't want to stop talking, but I've just got these blokes... You
having a piss?
We're not going to kiss. Oh, look, it doesn't matter. They've gone away.
Second time this morning you've opened the door for no reason. This is a...
I'm having windows delivered, Joe.
I'm much more. I really like it when you're moving about. I know David likes you sat.
Does it make you
I like you
sick?
moving about.
Well, you shouted sit down at Kerry about.
Me on a boat. Now
I was being playful. It's just a little thing we got going on. It's just playful.
So what's going on next for you? You're going to make another film?
Really?
Oh, no. We've been. Yeah, I just can't be arsed, Kerry. But yeah, we've got.
What do you mean you can't?
Because it's a lot of fucking work.
No, but it's art. It's artistic. It's total. Like you're an auteur. You're an auteur now.
Yeah. I need a break.
You're not like an acting whore that just goes around taking the money and corporate, doing
but only because
corporate.
I've lost. Oh, it's only because of fear. If I didn't have the fear, I'd be doing any fucking job. I really would.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
That's.
on.
It's the same with what.
You can gig and you can act in other projects. You can do what you like. You just got to get over that fear thing. You're such a brilliant actor and comedian. You just got to do what you want to do.
Definitely putting that on. Every compliment I get on this podcast, I put it on a loop with a drum beat.
You're such a brilliant actor and comedian. You just got to do what you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
You're such a brilliant actor and comedian. You just got to do what you want to do. You're such a brilliant actor and comedian. You just got to do what you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know there might be stuff coming up, and I'm like, how do I get out of it? It's terrible.
David, come on.
But also, I don't want to leave the boys. I really feel that.
But they won't. One day they'll grow up and leave you, and then what will you have?
Yeah, they will. Won't they?
Yeah.
And then I won't have a
suppose they are
career.
quite little. How old are they now?
7 and 5.
Oh yeah, they're still fairly little. But what I'm finding, because you and I have talked about parenting quite a lot. You've been very supportive because you've got an older one, haven't you? So
Yeah.
Mine are 15 and 12 now, and I can sort of. They're very. Oh, right. This time I'm going to open the door.
Don't say anything though. Don't
please.
say anything though. Just open it. And don't say anything.
Okay. Oh man.
Did you shut it?
I'm just on the middle of.
Oh.
Okay, so we're about to finish. Just let you know.
Okay. Right, you'll have to cut this bit out. Say
Okay.
again. Okay. Okay, cool.
Why would we cut that out,
Yeah.
Kerry?
Why would we cut that out? It's really
Yeah.
boring.
Just basically we got to look at your ear for a minute when you went, okay, yeah, no, okay, cheers.
You could make a film about that. That was a good
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
No, parenting. What I'm
You couldn't.
You can.
No, you're completely wrong.
You can tell now they're into that sort of teeny times.
Yeah.
That there is a life whereupon they will just not, they won't need you, and I get panicky and think, oh, I better have some ideas about what I'm going to do.
But that's the trick they're playing, Kerry, because they do need you.
No,
more
they
than
do
ever.
need you
More than
emotionally
ever.
and financially. But in terms of your time, like when they're little, you always have to be around. But as they get older, you're a bit like, they don't need me. I'll plan a weekend around them, and they'll just knob off.
Is that the technical term?
You'll be like, oh, I can't do anything Saturday because I've got the kids, or I'm with the kids, or I'm, the kids are here, and then they're like, oh, we're going out.
Are they embarrassed of you? Genuinely?
I don't know. I think they have moments of it. I think they do have moments of it. I think my son less so. Frank's less bothered, but I think Elsie gets quite embarrassed.
Yeah.
She's a 15-year-old girl, so, she's embarrassed by a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, with mine, he came back to me when he was 19, 20.
Yeah. And now you're close, aren't you?
Oh, now he's like, send me songs, Dad, send me this, what do you think of this? For 5 years, it's like, I can't give a fuck what you think, Dad. Yeah.
Hard. But I remember
It is.
you telling me about the teen stuff and you being very supportive and saying, don't worry, stick it out. It can be tough.
Yeah. Just got to cling on.
Just cling on. And
Are they fine with you being on TV and like doing tours? And are they all right with that?
yeah, I think they're just used to it. Like, this is all they've ever known.
Yeah.
Always been
Yeah.
on from when they were little. So they don't know another sort of version,
Yeah, true.
What do their friends
Yeah.
think?
I think their friends are excited by it. I think sometimes the only thing I ever worry about is that they'd get teased for it, that they'd get like any shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. They've never told me if that's happened. I think mostly it's exciting. It's like, oh, your mum's on Netflix.
It's not that hard to tease about what you do, is there, really?
Oh my God, teenagers will tease you
Oh,
about
yeah.
whether they can see a bra strap or whether your knees face the right way,
Yeah.
elbow.
Your knees face the right way. I get that. If your knees are on the back of your legs, take the piss.
Sophie Flim Flam's knees wonky, and that's Sophie's life fucked.
Yeah. I got rid of all my Cumbo videos from YouTube because of my boy. I just deleted them all.
I loved Cumbo. I told you once years ago, Cumbo really reminded me of my uncle. I feel like Cumbo was like a family member.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my
Cumbo,
boy, as you imagine, my boy hated it, so
really?
Just got rid of it all.
But because of the sexy sleaze vibes.
Yeah, it's just... I can't imagine my dad going online playing this character. Just... Can you? Can you imagine your dad, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it'd be fucking brilliant at it.
But you can't win as a parent. You'd be like, whatever you do, if your dad's like, I don't know, a bricklayer, it's like, oh, Dad, you and bricks.
Yeah, but you got a better chance of winning if you don't.
Yeah, I think it's slightly more vanilla being a bricklayer.
Oh, Dad, bricks again.
Dad, you and your
Stop
fucking
banging
brick.
on about fucking bricks.
Do bricklayers bang on about bricks? I don't know.
I did the Brick Awards a couple of years ago.
Fucking course you did. Course you did.
Yeah.
Our bricks.
Lazy weekday morning, giving it up for you. Lazy weekday morning, giving it up for you. Podcasting, recording, giving it up for you. Podcasting, recording, giving it up for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, y'all. Chatting our balls off. Chatting our balls off. Chatting, big chatting balls. Big chatting balls. Lazy weekday mornings, giving it up for you. Give it up, girl. Give it up, boy. Lazy weekday mornings is just what we do. Give it up, girl. Give it up, boy. Lazy weekday mornings is just what we do. Give it up, girl. Live it up, boy. Lazy weekday mornings, giving it up for you. Give it up for you. Doing daily, but that's what we do. Ooh. We can't help it. I don't know.
Why does one, sorry, I'll go back to the corporate bit. Why does one get chosen to do corporate? How do you get...
That's a really good question. I'm always really curious about, I always say, who did you have last year?
Oh, do you? And how, were they good, basically?
No, yeah, I always want to know. Usually the answer is Mark Watson.
Is it? Or Hal?
Yeah, I always go, who did you have last year? Oh, we had Mark Watson or Hal.
Or Hal Grinder.
Or Joe Caulfield, I often say Joe.
Who's the one you don't want to hear? Is there one? Is there sort of like if they said something like I don't know, Matt?
I don't know, like someone like Kevin Bishop. Kevin.
Bridges.
Who I mean? I'm on break. Kevin Bridges. Or
you don't want to feel like a step down.
Yeah, exactly.
Kerry.
Exactly.
What is your calendar like for the next few months? Being a do you get nervous?
Actually,
are you all right?
November. No, I'm all right now. I kind of feel I think maybe since the pandemic, I don't freak out as much. I don't want to be crazy busy. I used to want to be crazy busy, but now I don't want to be crazy busy. I want to be just right.
Is the dream like, say, what are we now? We're October, November. Is if you went, oh, I've got a massive job in January. So you could go the rest of the year, take it easy. Because that is the dream, isn't it? Knowing something's coming up.
Exactly.
But then you go, I'll do
do
fuck all till then, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like the idea of doing nothing and then you get jumpy, don't you? And I go and do a gig or do, something. I end up doing something. But That's the lovely thing about stand-up is that you're kind of free to just go and do it.
Is the door? Is it the door again? Is it door again?
This is the
Right, you've
fifth
got to keep
time.
this in. I'm having windows. Okay.
Okay, so just one thing.
Yes.
You can open door, have a look.
Okay. Okay, so I won't go out there.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Close the door there, yeah?
Yes, if you could, that'd be
Yeah, you
brilliant.
will. So
Can you
let's-
let me know about the fitter?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. See you.
That's how Kerry deals with tradesmen.
Every time I do a podcast, I had a full-blown row with Elsie on Rob Beckett
Did
and Josh
you?
Widdicombe's parenting podcast. Yeah, and it didn't occur to me to ask them to cut it out, and they
Is this she's genuine? Oh, I've got to have a listen to that.
I had a row with Elsie. They gave me loads of shit, and I was like, we just ended up bickering, and they were just giggling.
I
in the
imagine you're
background, and
quite
they
chilled
left
in an
it. They
argument
left it.
with your teenage daughter.
No, I'm
I
working
can
on
imagine being
chilled,
told
so-
off by you. Actually, I'd reckon I'd fall apart. I don't know why. I think
with me and high emotions is it's
Yeah.
quick. It's quite intense, but it's over quickly.
I feel like you're one of those people that I'd be disappointed that I'd upset you.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You go, oh, I don't want Kerry to think that of me.
Oh, what a lovely moment.
No, it would
Yeah, delete that.
leave in all the window shit, but to cut
Yeah,
that out by all
anything
means.
with real emotion, out.
What about you, Joe? Are you busy at the moment?
I'm doing stand-up again.
Are you?
Yeah.
You go on tour?
Well, potentially if I can muster the... God, it's hard though, isn't it? Getting the material.
Where are you gigging then? Clubs?
Where am I kicking? Well, I don't know if this is right, but I just spend ages writing stuff and then I'll do it. And if it works, I just park it and write some more. So I'm not gigging loads, I'm writing loads.
Yeah.
Then if it works, I just bank it and write something else and do that. And then just collecting stuff. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. But I don't do that. Should I be going out every night? Because I don't do that. I just get it. If it works
know.
a couple
I
of
mean-
times, I just bank it.
Some people just have different systems, don't they? Like
I
they'll
don't trust
book a
mine
little-
though.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if you've
trust
done
my
it and it
system.
Why
works,
don't you
fine.
book a few
Yeah.
work in progress shows with
Well,
like?
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going
Yeah.
to just do an hour in the next few weeks or something.
Oh, that's
and then,
exciting. You're doing stand up. I love your stand up.
Oh, thank you. You haven't heard this stuff yet. It's
I know that feeling of like, I tried to write some new stuff recently, and I spent a few hours sort of putting it all on a lovely document, and I picked a font, and I put some paragraphs sort of.
because
heading.
that means you're still working, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You're working.
exactly. And I put it all on a file, and I haven't looked at it since. And, that was... and now I've got to do the really hard bit, which is try it on stage.
But also the trouble is, once you've got it working, I don't really know what to do then, because I'm like, well, it works
Well, then
now.
you just got to book the gig and get out there.
I know, but it's sort of boring once you've got it working, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but you could work it up, and like there'll be other little bits in it, won't there? There'll be
Yeah.
all-
But there is a
Thing is,
point
not
where
boring,
it's
'cause
done.
You never know if it's going to work. The next night you do it. It's always...
Yeah.
There is a point where it should work.
My pitch roof stuff always lands, I find.
The what? Your pitch roof stuff, bloody well! It's you've been doing it years.
In any
Been do-
with any demographic, I could do it at an art centre. I could do it.
It is weird watching you do it at the Comedy Store. 15 minutes on pitch roofs because
I
it
like
never
that.
goes well. It never goes well.
It's got an arty vibe. That's what you could always say. You can say it's either trad stand-up or it's performance art.
Kerry, this is a question I
hell.
like asking. Obviously,
Go
you
on.
started in the clubs, you've done your first tour, now your audiences are getting... What's it like walking out on stage? You've got 300-400 people. They've come to see you, Kerry. Come on. Come on.
it's very-
Nice?
It's lovely.
Oh, it
It's
must
really
be lovely.
nice. It's really nice. It's like sort of mates, like you're performing
Like,
to
what's
mates.
your first tour? Were you playing to sort of 50 to 100 people?
Yeah, it was smaller. I remember when because it was when we were
Yeah.
filming Derek. And I remember being really nervous because it was my first tour, and I just thought, I don't know who's
Yeah.
going to come. I don't know if anyone's come. And yeah, and you sort of 50, 60 people. But that 50, 60 of people have come to see you, so it's just
My brain goes immediately. I was thinking then when David asked you that, my brain goes, but there's a massive chance I'm going to let them down. Like they go, oh, I was excited, and now this is
them down.
But that's where my brain goes immediately. I go,
where does that come from, Joe? Sweetheart.
I'll answer if Kerry asks me.
Where does it come from, Joe?
Well, Kerry, I don't know.
Well, maybe you should start asking.
Well, pick at me until I have a breakdown.
Know where it's come from, 'cause it's from the Spoons. It's from the Spoons times. Have you got a Spoon story, Joe?
No, of course. of course I don't. Yeah, I've got hundreds, I think.
It's like a school play carried.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I assume my thing is everything's gonna be a letdown. I assume that's my default.
That must be exhausting.
Is it? No, it's fine.
Imagine if you didn't have that, you'd just be touring, doing ever so well.
It's going to be a letdown. Fuck it.
Honestly, I've just thought about it because I did a
Why
gig
not go and see someone about
the
that?
other night.
Genuinely, why not go and see
on the pod?
Go and see someone, get that sorted, get that ironed out.
Or just live with it.
Why? You don't want to live with that. Sort it out.
I do think maybe sort it out before you start this tour. Otherwise,
just in case you do let them down.
In case you let them down. Or in case
I feel that's normal to
might
think
let
like
you down.
that.
No, it's not.
Come on. You live in Brighton. There's loads of therapists.
That's really got him thinking.
Come on, Joe.
Well, I don't want this pod to go.
Listen, I will support. Like, if you feel wobbly on your tour, just call me, and I will be support.
Okay, but after a few weeks, you will stop picking up.
Oh God, he'll go and see someone and walk out on stage. Oh God. Okay, here's a good question. Do you think that your persona and your comedy hangs on that part of your nature, and that if you fix it, you will cease to be you and therefore cease to be funny?
I've never given that any thought.
Well, I'm asking about it. Is your paranoia your brand?
Well, I think I put in more full nets than most. You know, like caveats that this could be crap and all that kind of. And it annoys
it's boring
me
as an audience. Like, all right, mate, get over yourself. Just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they're not doing that. It's exactly what I don't fucking need to hear.
They are doing that.
We can see through it, mate. Get over it. Make me laugh. You're on stage. You're showing off.
When you see comedians that are really kind of confident and not cocky, but like basically just confident, what do you think about that?
Nothing. I just go, I love that they're making me laugh.
Well, I watched Joe Lycett at the weekend, and he was personified that thing where he's just confident, and I just went, well, you're going to be brilliant, as I thought.
Yeah.
I felt safe and relaxed.
I think if you go on and go, oh, this will be shit, you go, oh, it's a little bit of a turn off.
All right, David, you're enjoying this a little bit too much.
No, it's true though. It's should I not be liking this? Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, I was agreeing when I said it. I was like, it's a caveat that I don't like. But like, also, to be fair, I am doing new stuff at the moment. So
yeah, but you would do it with old because you'd be going, oh, this is shit. I've been doing this ages. Oh, this is shit.
Oh, no, not necessarily, David. Don't jump into it.
This is what I think you need. You need a director. You need a director to come and say, don't do that, cut that, don't do that.
God, I love the way they're picking the bones out of something you both haven't seen. Like that. This needs cutting.
We're only basing that on what you.
No, I know. No, I did actually think I do need to. Well, I think. Well, no, what was I thinking of the director? Because people have them, and I'm like, what do they do?
You don't need a director. If they're laughing, trust yourself. Enjoy the moment.
I was enjoying that sentence until you said "enjoy the moment," and then I recoiled.
Embrace the moment, whatever.
No, not it wasn't the wording that was the issue. It's the fucking sentiment that made me feel sick.
I mean, I know I'm the same. I've always self-sabotaged, and it's just boring.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree. Fucking hell, it's gone weird, isn't it? Talking about
no, not at all. I just want to help you with your tour.
I think once you get to a certain, isn't there some kind of comfort in being the age that we are, and that you can go, I don't need to apologise or question it anymore. You're past that. You're too old now. What are you going to do if you don't keep doing this anyway?
Buy a van, delivery.
When you're younger, you still...
But you won't know, because you'll show off.
Fuck you.
There's still a bit of you that thinks, do you know what, this might not work out and I'll go and get a job. But you're sort of past that now, aren't you?
I do feel past that stage, but it wasn't that long ago, I would say, where I was like, maybe... Don't know.
I love it. I'm loving the way this podcast has gone. Fucking loving it.
I'm over the moon with it, because often podcasts can be the same old shit, but this has gone in a very different direction.
There's always a bit of weird therapy, and I never.
There's not always. Sometimes
there is a lot.
This is exactly the sort of
thing
podcast
is, if you go
I
over
like.
this, Joe, you'll be touring and loving it, and the audience will be loving it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let me know when you are touring, because I'm going to come and see you.
Okay, how do I feel about that? Well, should be fine about it. Well, look, like a load of us went to see Joe.
If you go, this bit's shit, you'll hear a fucker!
Yeah. Joe! What did we say?
Sorry, Kill.
Don't apologise, Joe.
Okay, no, thank you.
You passed all that, mate.
Shouldn't you be comfortable at your age? No, yeah, I know. Stop saying what we said on the pod. Okay, all right.
Are you going up to London today? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
For an exciting meeting?
No. It's a family thing.
Oh, okay. Thought you were going to say like showbiz meetings.
No showbiz. No,
I am.
Are you coming up to London?
No.
I was like, are you?
No. Have you had Brett on this?
Have I? Fuck. It's a bloody
Why
nightmare.
not?
Because he's Mr. Busy, isn't he?
I've asked him.
Do you know,
what did he
Kerry?
say?
I did this live thing with Mark Kermode
Yes.
at the BFI.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I went on first. It's a room of about 300 people. I went on first. Hey, David Earl, hey! Brett went on last. The whole fucking room went nuts.
Because they're Ted Lasso.
He's Mr. Hollywood now.
Oh, totally, yeah. I mean,
They
he's won
couldn't believe
Emmys.
they're in the same room as him. I was like, what?
And you
What's
were just
happening?
happy for him and
I was
relaxed
sitting
around.
there going, this is mad that this has happened over 12 months.
I know,
It
it's
is
extraordinary.
weird because of because you've seen the last 18 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his is literally not an overnight, as in how long it takes, but it is a proper from
It is
there
sort
to
of
there.
overnight,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
it's mad.
not. It's not the first day he did comedy, but
When I was filming Brian and Charles, he rang me. We had a big old chat, and he said, "Oh, I've just done this thing called Ted Lasso." Oh, what's that? He went, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, it's not going again. It's not done very well." And then the next 2 or 3 months, it was just built. I think.
went
and
mad.
it
just
really
went
was
nuts.
because people started fame people with big numbers started tweeting about it.
Yeah.
Like Shirley, was it Shirley Bassey or Dionne Warwick or someone
Dionne
sent him a
Warwick.
message? Dionne Warwick sent him a message, and David screen grab sent it to me, and there was a good sort of 30 seconds of processing, like Dionne Warwick at Brett Goldstein. What? What do you mean?
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
It's absolutely bonkers. I watched, like with the kids the other morning, I watched him get his Emmy from Lizzo.
Yeah.
From
What
Lizzo,
is
the
happening?
singer.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Lizzo gave him his Emmy.
Yeah, but like Brett was saying, you do these projects, most of them die, no one watches them, and then once in a while, once every 10 years, one will just go, and
Nuts.
he's in the middle of it.
Yeah, he's in the middle of it. And it's a
Yeah.
lovely story as well. I like it that he was on it as a writer and then sort of rather, embarrassed and said, I think I could be in it. And then they said, yes.
What I can't get over, Kerry, is the angle you're holding the phone looks quite distressing for you, but you're the one holding it. You're sort of doing, you're going,
I don't think I've
choice to
ever been so relaxed on a podcast in my life.
But you know you can change the angle of you're holding the camera. That's the only way that could have been weirder.
I'm going to put you there next to a plant pot.
Do you know, Kerry? So
Yeah.
we recorded. Obviously, you were meant to come on
Oh yeah.
half hour ago, but we recorded the build-up.
This happens to every podcast I do, so don't take it personally.
Yeah, but we're putting that out. We're putting that one out, so it's just us waiting for 30 minutes.
I did one with Rob Brydon a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot. Literally.
Oh, what's that one like?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
it
what's
like
that
doing
one
that one? Do you get to see his loft room much?
Yeah, showbiz chit chat. And when I came on, he was patiently waiting.
How long does it take? How long's the recording?
Well, if I'd been on time, I'd say about an hour. But because I was late, it was shorter.
How was he?
He was lovely. And he said, Kerry, did you forget? And I just fess up and go, I did, yeah, I'm really sorry.
He's amazing.
He's lovely and brilliant. And it was a really lovely chat.
Was it? I really like that. It's really nicely produced and edited.
Yeah, it's slick.
Yeah.
I was looking at his loft though. I want to walk around his house.
Kerry, were you on your phone like this? Because the contrast of him with his 6 cameras. And
I've never been very good at. I've never nailed that Zoom backdrop vibe.
Do you know what? I'm going to watch your one now just to see whether you're just sat on the same sofa.
Yeah. No, I'll be upstairs and there'll be washing behind me. There's always I always have laundry behind me. I like to keep it real, David.
I had trouble with my Wi-Fi, baby girl. Chatting to each other. We're called Chatalogue. Just a couple of guys. I had trouble with my Wi-Fi, baby girl. Chatting to each other. We're called Chatalogue. Just a couple of guys. Baby girl. Baby girl. We're called Chatalogue. Baby girl.
I tell you what I love, ghosts. And she was on that.
I've been obsessed with it.
It must be so much fun, that
Oh
job.
my god!
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
find it nerve-wracking.
yeah, you'd ruin the experience. That's great, David. Yay, lovely bit of
You'd be
business.
so good at ghosts. You two would be wicked on it. It's a lovely
Right,
show.
shall we?
I better go.
Can you make another film, David, and can I be in it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's fairly
That was
straightforward.
done, wasn't it? All jobs should be that easy, shouldn't they?
It's the kind of nepotism that I look
Well, I
forward
always sort of keep you in mind. Didn't we?
Well,
did you
I
come
did
up
a
for Brian
kind
and
of
Charles?
for you years ago for Cumbo. Do you remember with Jane? And then I can't remember what happened. It didn't happen or you didn't cast me. But
Right.
I haven't forgotten it, and I would really appreciate
I
it.
doubt you'd bring it up, though.
Yeah. Well, we've unpacked quite a lot of our.
I love having this power. Of course, Kerry. Of course. I'll consider
well,
you.
No, you have to say, we'll see. We'll see.
You have to stick out these careers so that finally your mates can give you jobs in the end.
Can you do some... I really want someone to come to the door as a little end. Just a little
I can
one
show
more-
you the dog. Do you want to see the dog?
Scott, is that a Scotty dog? No. It's
Yeah,
not
it's a little Scotty.
Oh.
There she is. I've got to take her for a walk now. You're
Is she
lucky I
old?
wasn't walking her on the podcast. She's
that'd
8.
be- She's 8. Oh, sure. She looked older. Sorry.
Oh, so I've been saying to Naomi, can we get a dog? And she goes,
Oh, yeah, I'd recommend it, especially now because actually we got them when the kids were the age of your kids.
but does it not sort of stop you from doing things?
But you just said you don't like doing things, so you might as well have
Yeah,
a dog.
what's the point?
Well, that's what I said to Naomi. We never go anywhere, so I might as well get one.
I hope you
But
didn't
she-
pitch it like that, because she might have said, well, let's do
You know,
something.
what if we go to Mallorca or Malta? We never go to fucking Malta.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe that was her point. Maybe you weren't reading between the lines, David.
Okay.
Oh, it's lovely. And we were the same. We kind of, our daughter pestered, and we were like, no, you can't have a dog. We live in London, blah, blah, blah. We live right by a massive common, and Ben pointed out we never go anywhere. It was like, we can have a dog. We could definitely have a dog.
But, Kerry, when you do go somewhere, what do you do?
I'm lucky because my mum and dad take her.
And what are you like with picking up the poo now?
That's what I was thinking.
Totally fine with it. Actually, quite like it.
I had a. Well, Russell Tovey had the best answer about picking up shit because he.
Yeah.
Do you know Russell?
Yeah, I met that dog.
Oh yes, Rocky. I said
He was on the set of Him and Her when I came in to do Him and Her.
Yeah, he told me off because I walked it too far, nearly killed it. Just stopped and lay on the floor. It was weird. But he's got the best answer I've ever heard of anyone being asked about picking up shit. I said, what's your feeling about picking up your dog's shit? And he goes, it's an absolute honour. He loves his dog that much.
That is mad. I don't feel like that about it.
Yeah, we went out walking with our friends a couple of weekends ago, and they got a dog, and I watched him do it, just chatting away to me.
Yes.
Yeah, and anyway.
I struggle with that bit. Yeah. I found out recently why people hang it on trees. Have you heard this?
Go on. No.
Basically, because I was talking to a friend, saying, "Why do people hang on trees?" And she said, "Oh, what people do is sometimes they do a circular walk, so they tie it to a tree, and then they pick it up on the way back." Yeah, it's like marking
like a Hansel and Gretel, dropping.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Shit.
It's not that. So their idea was to pick it up on the way back, so they don't have to walk all the way round. They just forget to untie it and take it home. So their dog does a shit. They tie it to a tree.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but that's a mystery solved. There you go.
What about your experience of Victoria Station, Joe? Because I always have that in my head.
What happened?
There was a. I forgot about this.
I always have it when I talk about getting a dog. I go there.
There was a bloke running to get his train, and he was going across quite fast, and his dog started shitting, and it did about 10 dollops. For about 60, 70 yards, and he hadn't noticed. He just thought his dog was resisting, sort of walking, and he went and he eventually missed the train. He was like, "Oh, fuck," turned around, and he saw like a line of shit across Victoria Station, and he had to go back.
Oh my
Pick it up. It's like halfway across. I also saw a friend of mine come in and in Brighton Station, and he had his little dog. And I just saw him running across the thing, and his dog had locked its legs and was trying to shit, and he was dragging it out of the station before.
So it smeared it all?
Well, no, his hadn't come out, so the dog was going, "I want to shit," and he was like, "You're not shitting in here." So I was just sort of pulling the dog really fast, like he was on roller skates.
The dog will win. You can't pull a dog that wants to have a shit.
Yeah, well, he did, because it's smooth surface. It just skidded.
Oh, God.
So whose responsibility is that?
Well, yours. Your dog.
Yeah, but how do you get rid of it?
Well, I don't know.
What would you do, Kerry, if you
run away? Just run away. Just basically go, "Oh, look, what arsehole did that?"
What is?
I know. I hope you can point at it.
That's disgusting. Who did that?
I really need to go. Sorry, lovelies.
Well, it's been an absolute delight. I'm
Thanks.
sorry I was late, but I'm
Oh
glad.
no, we've got an
It's
extra
been worth
episode out of it. It's a little bit of a double bubble. We love a double bubble.
Yeah.
It's really lovely to see you both.
And you,
Yeah,
Kerry.
same.
Thanks for coming on. I'm really gutted.
pleasure.
I was so
Do you
tense.
want to plug any tour dates left?
No, I've only got any left. I've only got about 3 left, and they're sold out.
Oh,
Oh,
what a lovely feeling.
yeah.
Lovely feeling.
Lovely talk.
The only thing I'll plug is Whitstable Pearls on in November on Acorn TV.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
And watch how she acts.
Yeah, don't
Just
look.
pause it.
Pay attention.
Don't
Pause it when
follow
I
the
pull a
story.
weird face.
Wonder
That's the
how
weird
she's
thing,
boat
like-
acting and things.
Yeah,
Acting like that in a boat.
yeah. That's how a human is on a boat.
That is the best way.
It's got Doc Martin vibes.
Yeah, it has got Doc Martin vibes. It's kind of like, the way I think of it is Lovejoy. Do you remember Lovejoy?
Oh, I used to love Lovejoy.
It's Lovejoy
Right,
by
I'm
the
watching
sea.
it. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It's cozy. It's a cozy
It is
crime
cosy.
drama.
I love
Yeah.
cosy TV. I love an ITV drama
And it's
more
in
than
Kent,
anything.
Joe.
I know, it's got everything. It's got
Joe, get
Kerry,
it,
it's
it's
in
right up
Kent,
your
and it's
street.
got Lovejoy vibes. I'm 1,000% in.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Get it.
I'm going to be texting you about it.
I think you'll like it. Let me know what you think.
I will, 100%. Thanks, Kerry.
All right.
Thanks, Kerry.
Have a
Take
lovely
care.
day.
And you.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.